Hello, welcome to Not Quite Novelists. This is the podcast where new worlds are built and new friends are made each and every episode. My name is Savannah, and with me is our very first guest. She is an artist and a forever DM, and actually my DM as well for the current campaign that I'm in. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
So I'm Angel. I'm gonna be the guest, the pilot guest, I guess. So
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
This is our first episode. This is our first episode after recording like 3 episodes that were supposed to be the first episode.
Oh yes, I've heard all about this. This
It's
was
been technical difficulty after another. It's just been one after the other, and it's just I'm just so ready to like start putting content out there.
Yes, absolutely.
The way our little show works is we have these random generators of basically there's 2. There's theme and tone. Instead of drawing out of a hat, like drawing out of randomly, I have the list of both generators actually written in my notebook here. I'm gonna have you roll for it.
Okay. Yes, I love it.
Yeah,
all right, let's
so
go.
You're
I'm
gonna
ready.
roll
I got
to see what our
my nice pair of purple dice.
Yes, good. Okay, so I am actually gonna have you roll a d20 twice.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, and this is going to be our theme.
All right. So first number I got is a 9.
Okay. Go ahead and roll roll one more time.
Then I got another 9.
All right.
9.
I love that. So it looks. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I love the one that you landed on. So our theme for today's episode is Carnival.
Ooh, alrighty.
If anyone knows anything about me, y'all know that I am obsessed with Legends of Evandris on Twitch and YouTube, and their campaign that I am now caught up on and I watch religiously every single week is Once Upon a Witchlight. So it is their campaign of the Witchlight module, and
yeah,
so good. It's everything, and I absolutely love it. And yeah, that Carnival. So I love anything like Carnival, Clowncore, that kind of thing. So this is gonna get
excellent.
interesting.
And also, I do have to say I'm totally in love with that tapestry in the background. I'm obsessed with the vibe. Yes.
It is actually a tablecloth that I got from Joanne from their.
Oh my! Wait! I have that tablecloth. I know that one. I have it on my coffee table. That's amazing. Look at us go. We're twins.
No wonder you love it so much. All right. So now.
All right.
Now tone.
Tone.
This is gonna be interesting. So I don't know if I have all of the tones, like all of the genres written down in my list that Persephone actually has in their generator.
Okay.
But we'll work with what we got. I need a D10 from you.
A D10. Ooh, alrighty, all right.
Yeah, this list is a bit shorter than the theme list, but it's we got some good ones in here.
Alrighty, so that is a 10.
Roll one more time for me.
One more time. That will be a 6. Yeah, that good, huh? Give me that tone. I'm gonna lose my mind if it's horror.
It's not horror. I wish it was horror. That would be hilarious. It is sitcom.
The sitcom, even better. Oh my god.
So we now have to create. So, now that we have our theme and our tone, we get to create our characters and the world and this whole setting.
Well, you know what my mind immediately goes to if this is Carnival themed workplace comedy.
Oh, like
The Office or Parks and Rec,
yes.
or like even Community would be a good one. Like yes. Stuff like that. That's what that brings me to.
Yes.
So if it's a Carnival in a sitcom,
yeah,
I feel like it would have to be like a like almost like a workplace, following a workplace thing.
Yeah. I love
like,
it.
Like like a day in the life of the people who work in the carnival, like,
yeah.
and not even just the people who are performing. Like, of course, you have your performers too, but like the people running the show, the manager, the janitors, the people who are cleaning up, the people
Yeah.
working the stalls and the stands and all that stuff.
The show would be called Carnies.
Mm. Right. You're right. Carnies.
Yeah.
Carnies is the name of that show.
I'm gonna name this episode Carnies.
Did it. Carnies. That's good. I
Yeah.
love that.
All right.
Carnies.
Well, so
very first episode.
So we have a bit of the so now we've established like the tone.
Okay.
Something that we've talked about that we have not had a chance to I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. It went away.
This is fun.
Yeah, something that Persephone and I have talked about that we haven't had a chance to like really hone in and like adopt in the show yet is we want to add a little bit more like structure to the way things go in this, where we have like, okay, let's start with, you know, characters, and then we'll go with the, you know, part 1 will be characters, part 2 will be setting or something like that. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I still feel like I'm gonna...
Okay. So like, I guess going off script here a bit. What do you mean by detail? Like, you kind of want to do some like subcategorizing that you kind of think about in terms of like the world building and what the characters are going through?
Yes. So like what I want to do is so basically we'll have we're going to do part 1, which will be like our characters, and part 2, which is setting, or we can flip those two around depending on what you want. And then from there, like within that part, we're going to go with, okay, if part 1 is characters, what's your character's name? What do they look like? What's their job? You know, what do they do in the carnival? That kind of thing. Okay. And then setting, we'll basically go from there.
Okay. So I feel like this would have to be kind of like a two-parter. So you got to think about their characters.
Yeah.
And then you also have to think about their internal motivations. Like, what are they about?
So let's...
I'm writing this all down so I can take care of it. just so I can internalize it.
I can like, see the DM gears in your brain turning.
And it's like, listen, I really love character building. So whenever, personally, since I am a forever DM, I have to take this a lot into account. When I'm thinking about building a character, the biggest thing that I think about is, why are they there? Why are they in this setting? Why are they in this place? Because that the setting and the characters are obviously inherent to each other.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important off the bat, honestly, to immediately establish why that character is there and what they're about. So like, what's their thing?
So let's part 1, let's go characters, and then part 2 we'll go setting. See, this is the kind of content that I love, and this is the kind of stuff that I want to be able to like really talk about and expand on in these episodes. Is yes, we're creating characters and we're getting that like that ooh, what if statement, you know, we're really excited, but I love to see the inner workings of what other people's brains and how they work, and how do you create your character, how do you create your world, like when you're in this creative space, like how do you do it? Which you and I, we already know this, you and I have a lot in common, we think a lot alike, so
yeah, exactly.
This is gonna be fun. I feel like
I also did I'm thinking, and another very important thing, especially if we got multiple ones, is what is the relationship between the characters as well.
That's let's figure out who our characters, or like let's figure out what kind of... I think the first question I want to ask for this one, because it's Carnival and we're doing like a kind of workplace comedy, is before we figure out anything else, what job does your character have in the carnival? Okay, let me think. What role do they play in the carnival? What is their... Are they a performer? Do they run the games? What do they do?
Yeah, honestly, I'm thinking like a more of behind the scenes person. It's very easy for me to go, oh, performer, that seems really cool, but I want to sort of explore, if we're doing like a sitcom, I want to explore the people who are behind the scenes. I'm talking about like stage managers, hairdressers, who's ushering these performers out. So you know what? With that said, I think I'm going to go with somebody who is like sort of a stage manager type person. Well, that's what my mind goes to. Like not the big guy, just a little guy.
But the one who, not the ringleader, but the one who runs the show behind the scenes. Or makes sure
Correct.
that the rest of the show
Yeah.
goes smoothly. So that leads perfectly into my character, because you already know I'm gonna be a performer.
Yes, love it. Very good. Yes.
You already know that's what I'm about. Oh, I love it. So, listen, if I could make every single one of my characters a bard, I would.
Yeah, that's understandable.
The funniest part is that I'm not even the bard in our campaign.
I mean, it's kind of there. You got some pizzazz. You got good charisma.
She got some flair to her with that purple fire.
She does.
We're getting distracted.
Absolutely.
I'll talk about my
Okay,
D&D character on Discord if you guys want to ask. That's how I'm gonna plug. Go check out our Discord if you want to ask me questions about my D&D character. Join the Not Quite Novelist Discord channel.
Yes, absolutely. That sounds like a plan. Yeah. I like that.
So, okay.
All right.
My character is absolutely going to be a performer. I'm thinking either, you know what? Okay, so I'm going to steal this idea from an OC that I made. I'm going to steal this idea from an OC that I made that's actually based on Once Upon a Witchlight, the Legends of Evantris campaign.
Yeah.
Because naturally. But I really do want eventually to have this be, like, a D&D character. I've had this idea forever, so it's perfect for this. I want her to be a fire, like, one of those, like, fire dancer types.
Mm-hmm.
So she, like, dances with, like, the hula hoops that's on fire, or she does the, like, fire swallowing and stuff like that. She's one of those. I think that's her whole campaign. Or her whole, not campaign, that's her whole, like, shtick. That's her whole routine. That's what it is. Her whole act is she's the fire dancer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's her whole
thing. I like that. I like that a lot. All right.
Obviously, the relationship between the two characters is very much just like, I'm here to make sure that you and your performance looks good, but also that you don't die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I've kind of taken this. We're taking the stage manager and sort of evolving it a little bit to also include safety. This is a person who has way too much on their plate and is so constantly anxious all of the time. is kind of what I'm getting off of this. They constantly have to hit all of these deadlines, and they constantly have to make sure all of these dumbass coworkers are not setting themselves on fire.
Me. You're making sure that I'm not setting myself on fire.
Yes, exactly. I see this as the kind of person, it's that one sane person in the workplace comedy, the one who's always like, why God is this happening to me?
So you got the Pam Beasley, the Ben Wyatt, like, you're that.
Yes. Yeah, Ben Wyatt is a Carnival.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was trying to think of any character from Community to compare him to, but I can't. They're all nuts.
No, they are all kind of crazy.
I was gonna say Jeff, but Jeff would not be. He's also crazy. Like, he would not be
also crazy.
The sane one.
And
Abed,
also, like
probably.
Maybe. I think Troy or Abed is like the closest one.
No, not Troy. Troy's also insane. Abed is the one who is the most level-headed because he's so meta. Yeah,
the one the most grounded in the reality.
Because he's the most self-aware out of all of them.
Exactly. He's just like, we're all crazy. Yeah, definitely. So I've determined this is definitely a man.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely the Ben Wyatt.
Yeah.
Okay, I had kind of a cool idea. My girl, she loves what she does. She loves performing and, like, having a good time. She is the ringleader's daughter. Yeah. So the way she got into performing is because she has been around Carnies and she's been in this environment her entire life. Because she's a ringleader's daughter, and when she finally got old enough to perform and not just do, like, cutesy little kid acts, she was like, let's do it. I want to do fire. And so she is now the big, like, fire performer. And she's very, like, reckless. she's not dangerous. She doesn't do things that she knows are gonna, like, get her hurt, or do, like, you know, things that she knows are, like, actively dangerous, but she is, like push the envelope kind of person, you know what I mean?
You think she's maybe after performing on the stage for so long, do you think, like, definitely kind of a bit of a people pleaser energy going on?
Big, yeah, because she's been around performers. She's always has that big, like, performance, like, but people pleaser in the way of, like, attention seeking and kind of validation seeking, you know, like, she really, like, she'll come off stage or she'll end her act and, like, go up to your character and be like, how did I do? Did I do good? Like, what do you think? I think I did great. Like,
just looking for a lot of validation. So kind of like pushing the envelope in that way.
Yeah, so she tries to do things that are daring and risky, but only because she loves hearing that like, and oohs and ahs from the audience. She loves hearing that, like, oh my god, is she gonna be okay, kind of thing. Because once she is, everyone's like, hell yeah, that's great, blah, blah, blah. So, because your character is the one who's always so, like, anxious and worried about, like, what are you doing? When she pulls it off, she always goes up to him and is like, what'd you think? That was great, right?
Then it's just, like, holding the clipboard so tight. Like, yep, it looked great. See me
white-knuckling this thing,
over. Like... I saw at least 13 safety violations in that entire act alone, actually. We're going to need to talk about that later. So it's just constantly a balancing act. By the way, this Carnival also swings between doing great and doing terribly. I think this whole workplace comedy revolves around trying to save the circus, because it's kind of a mess.
Yes, it's one of those, like, traveling carnivals. Oh! It's one of those traveling carnivals. Her father, the guy who runs the like, boss of the whole thing, is absolutely, like, a shyster con artist. And he, like, he owes money to the mob, so he's constantly terrified and wanting to, like, make the show really big, because that sells tickets so that he can, like, pay off his bookies and pay off the people he owes money to. Which is why when she does dangerous shit, he cares less about the safety of his daughter, and he cares more about, like, that was great, we made a killing this show, like, that kind of thing.
Almost like a Mr. Krabs type deal.
Yes. Yes. 100% pinches pennies, like, loves to see his daughter perform and do well. Like, he does care about my character, but she's very, like, he's a stage dad, you know? He's the one who was like, you're gonna be great, you know, we're gonna keep you in this so that we can train you to be a performer so that you can join the family business, that kind of thing. Cares more about keeping her in the carnival, because I would say her act is probably the most sought out, because she does so much daring stuff. She is the, like, you know, has the stage parent, so naturally gets all the, like, gets a poster with her act, you know, featured the biggest on it. Her act is the one that is the most advertised, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I think I really like that character, sort of like maybe the star of the show, you know, just kind of like the main protagonist there. What are some kind of, like, conflicts that are going on besides the whole mob thing? Like, what are interpersonal conflicts?
That's definitely one. Is the whole owes money to the mob thing. I feel like that is the larger overarching, like, problem and, like, thing that needs to be solved within, like, the interpersonal thing. Okay. Here's the thing.
Because so far,
we already compared your guy to the Ben Wyatt of the show. I am a big time sucker for ships. I am a big time sucker.
I'm glad you were kind of reading my mind, because I like it as well. Come on. I get it.
You know,
I just want some romance.
You know that this is a Leslie Knope, Ben Wyatt vibe. Like,
this is a Leslie Knope,
crazy,
Ben Wyatt situation.
loves to do it well. She just, as soon as you said people pleaser, I was like, you know what I'm thinking. You're on it.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Very good. Very nice. Also, sometimes I feel like I get the vibe that maybe some people may not also be receptive to her because she is the ringleader's daughter as well.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of people. Maybe there's like another like a tightrope walker, like another performer, like a trapeze artist or something that just does not like her. Thinks that she is like uptight, thinks that she is so stuck up and so full of herself and blah blah blah. And my girl's just like, "Hi, want to be friends?" Like, she's so like, yeah, I just want to, like, I like what I do. I like being here. I like doing my performance. I just want to be friends. And this one girl hates her. My girl, okay, on the ship thing real quick, my girl 1,000% has a crush on your dude. 100,000% has a crush on him. He's your character. Tell me if I'm wrong. However, here's the idea. Here's where the noodle's going. He's in denial. He doesn't realize that he's so worried about her all the time because he likes her and because he cares about her. He thinks that he's just worried about her because he follows the rules and he does by the book, and she likes to bend and push the rules a little bit. And it stresses him out, but he doesn't realize that is just one layer, but that deeper layer is like, I really, care about her and I don't want to see her get hurt.
Right. It's like notably, he does freak out about her a lot more than the others.
Well, she also has the most dangerous job, and she does the most dangerous shit with her job.
Yes.
But that's his excuse.
And it's like, it's
that's
really
his way
obvious,
of justifying it.
Yeah.
Everyone
else,
obviously,
yeah. Everybody else knows. Everybody else knows the vibe. They're just like, oh, you like her, and constantly he's like, I don't like you assuming what I do or do not feel here. How about we talk about something else? And can't answer a straightforward question to save his life. Anytime anybody is ever direct or forward, he's like, I can't talk about this. I gotta go do something real quick.
Like, I'm busy. Yeah.
I have this to take care of. I'm busy. Don't talk to me.
He's so
just
in
kind
denial.
of comes off a little dickish to most people.
Oh yeah.
Because he's the safety guy.
There's so many people that are like, oh my god, you are such a stick in the mud. What is wrong with you? Like, there's so many people.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yep. Because
so this entire time, everybody's also giving him shit.
Yeah, yes. He's like seen as the villain by so many. And he is the Ben Wyatt, but everybody sees him as like the first, like, early Ben Wyatt when he first shows up, and everyone's like, God, you're such a dick,
Yeah, it's just like, why are you ruining my life? And he's just like, I don't know, maybe we should have a net underneath you, actually, in case you fall and die. Because last week, you would have gone flat on the concrete down there, please, and thank you.
Why are you ruining my life? Yeah. Because I'm trying to save it.
Exactly. Yeah, so got that big vibe there. He the thing is that he does genuinely care about most of the people there.
Yeah, that's the problem. And everyone there is like idiots who don't realize that he's doing the right thing.
And like, even if he's a bit of a hard ass, he also bends like a fucking bendy straw. He has no backbone.
Oh, not a
None
single
whatsoever.
one. Very specifically.
Even though like he acts all grumpy.
Yeah. Very specifically. Oh, it's the grumpy sunshine dynamic. Oh, that's one of my favorite ships.
Same.
That is one of my absolute fave ship dynamics of
grumpy
all time.
Grumpy when it's not for the sun.
Yep. And like is the one who's like.
Well, and look, and there's also like duality between it because he's always in the back and everything, like, it's dark, and she's on fire.
She's the forbid. She's on fire. Literally. Yeah. Oh my god, I love that. Yeah, I would say there's like. Okay, there's a
sorry,
trapeze.
I didn't hear that last bit.
Oh, I was just laughing about the fact that you said, and she's on fire, and I was like, yeah, literally.
Mood.
Yeah.
Same.
Me too. I have my fire tattoo.
Yes.
I actually, side note, tangent, my fire tattoo, I got it done on Beltane. Or actually, I think the proper pronunciation of that is, like, Baltane or Beltane. Someone who knows Celtic pronunciations, please let me know, because I want to say it correctly. But I got it done on that day by accident, or by like complete coincidence, because I didn't realize at the time when I scheduled it that it was on that day. And then when I was reminding myself, I was like, oh, cool! So, I thought that was fun. Anyway, because fire. I like fire. It's a fire festival, if you didn't know.
I do not know.
Yeah. It's one of the Celtic fire festivals in the year. And so, it was just cool that I, like, got that done on that day. Anyway, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like there's absolutely a trapeze artist. I like the idea of her being a trapeze artist who just does not like my fire girl. I love the fact that you're writing this down. I'm not writing anything down.
No, this is fine. I have to do it. I lose track of conversations so terribly that I have to do it for my own self.
I get
self-care, honestly.
Honestly, mood. I get so pumped and so into it that, like, while I'm talking about it, I'll do it, and then, like, later I'll go back and write everything down. Or now that, you know, I get to record these conversations, because I always forget these, now I'll be able to, like, go back and listen to the episode and write all my notes down.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so let's do some more superficial stuff. What does your character look like?
I'm immediately imagining a scrawny beanpole. Somebody who doesn't eat a lot. Somebody just, like, you know, I think very tall. Little lanky. Kind of goes around in the background almost like a ghost.
So, question.
Yes.
How fantasy do we want to make this setting?
I'm perfectly fine with making it very fantasy. If you will give me an excuse to put vampires in anything, I'm already down.
That is iconic. Okay, yeah, I love that. So yeah, I would say let's do, like, fantasy. Let's kind of treat it as if this was a D&D campaign without the stat part of it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's kind of the point of this show, is to just have every episode be its own, like, session 0 kind of thing, you know?
Yeah,
so that's
absolutely.
What we're vibing with.
So yeah, in terms of a more role-play style game.
So what is your character?
Gosh, well, I mean, if we're not following any hard set of rules, like I said, I will find any excuse to put vampires in anything, so I'm going with vampire. He's great, he's fabulous, he's fantastic.
Okay, wait. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me out. What if, in this world, there was Twilight, or the equivalent of a Twilight book? Wait! I'm not done!
Okay. Continue.
I'm so sorry I said that already. I'm so excited to say this, so hear me out. My character is not shy about flirting with your beanpole dude, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and it's right off the bat. She makes it clear that she's into him right off the bat, right?
Yeah.
And, like, when she first meets him, or at least at some point, she absolutely has said, like, oh, you know, I used to love reading the Twilight books when I was a kid.
He takes so much psychological damage, he can never remember that she actually says it. He's just like, what? I didn't quite hear that. Every time she says that, there's, like, static white noise that runs through his head. In an act of self-preservation, his brain kind of TV static for a minute. He'll kind of get this blank look on his face.
I can't breathe. Oh my god.
I think I broke them. Guys.
Oh man.
Sorry, I'm the podcast host now. It's just me here.
I quit. I can't. Oh my god, my eyes started watering. The TV static. I'm sorry, you had me at psychological damage. Every time, but I feel like he does that every time she makes any kind of more blatant, like, flirty comment to him. He
absolutely. Hardcore.
Takes 1d10 psychic damage every time she flirts with him.
Yes. There is one time he actually fainted, but they're just thinking that it was because the tent was so hot. They were in, like, a desert area or something touring.
I don't know.
I can't handle this right now.
I don't know what she even would have said, but that's so funny. Oh my god. Maybe he, like, chose a different outfit than he normally wears. Or, like, he wears something, like, maybe because it is, like, really hot in the tent. Usually he's in, like, business casual, so he's in, like, a button-up. And, like,
Yeah, maybe... I can imagine, like, normally he's in black, he's in the background, he looks like, he's just kind of, like, almost a stereotypical vampire guy.
Okay.
He looks a little lank, he's just, like,
The one time, it's, like, really hot in the tent, he takes a moment to, like, he does that, you know that thing where guys are wearing, you know exactly what I'm talking about, they're wearing a button-up, exactly, and they have, like, one or two unbuttoned, and then they roll the sleeves up, they do that.
Yes! That's so good! That's, like, my favorite thing! Forearms are hot.
What is it about forearms? Oh
like, as a lesbian, I don't care what gender. Forearms, good.
Like,
good.
I just,
very nice.
Listen, it's so funny being someone who is, I don't really have, like, a label on, like, my identity or whatever, so I'm just like, women, all things about women, great. And then when it comes to men, I'm like, just roll your sleeves up, man, and
no, for me, I'm not necessarily a lesbian, it's just easier to say that. Mine is also very complicated. For the most part, not men, usually. For, like, 99% of the time.
Right. I like to say,
aesthetically, sometimes great. Like, romantically, no thank you.
I like to say that my, it's just, my identity is all based on, like, features, you know? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, look, if you've got a good singing voice, I am done for. If you do the thing with the button up and you roll your sleeves up, done for. And then if you're a woman, done for.
Just done for. Doesn't matter. I'm done. I'm good.
I don't care what you do. I am down.
I lose. I lose.
I lose every time. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Back to the forearms. What?
Yeah,
no,
he does that once. No, we haven't picked out names.
Okay.
So
just let me know when you want to get.
I love the idea of, like, he does that thing where he rolls it up, and she just does the, like, I can't whistle, but she does the, like, woo, woo, like, that kind of whistle at him. He faints. He's done.
He goes to turn away, very casually goes to turn away, he just face plants on the ground.
He makes eye contact with her, and just turns and down.
Yeah, just dip. Just without hesitation, like a fucking rock on the ground.
She honestly just starts laughing. Like, she can't help it. Because she knows he's okay.
Everybody's like, what just happened?
Like, if he's a vampire, she knows he's okay. She just starts laughing, because she knows she caused that.
Yes.
Like, it's so obvious that even she knows he's down bad, you know?
Yeah.
But,
she's
like,
just like, I can't believe this person.
He's so in denial, and he so won't admit it, that she just continues to flirt with him, because she's just like, I know you're into me, but I'm not going to be as blatant and as forward as everybody else is. I'm just going to keep flirting with you until you eventually kiss me.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I like that she has restraint. She knows.
Oh, she absolutely knows. But she's not going to be the one to make the first move, because if all it takes is a whistle to knock him out, she needs to play the long game, you know?
Yeah.
She just needs to keep flirting and keep, like, giving him, like, opening the doors, basically, until eventually he walks through the door. He has to
look, he keeps...
Yeah.
This guy keeps walking past it on purpose, even.
Yeah, he's doing it on purpose. And I think it's because he's like, you are my boss's daughter.
And I need to make sure nothing happens to you, or
Yeah.
I am gonna die. I'm thinking, yeah, this guy's like the right-hand man of the boss.
Yes. He's very much also like, if I lose my job, whoever comes in next is not going to do it as well, and you die. Like, I have to keep this job just to keep you alive at this point.
Yeah, it's very, very, like, not controlling per se, but wanting to control the environment.
Yeah.
Very concerned about preventing things.
He is so intense about not controlling her that he has to control the environment around her so that she still has the freedom to do whatever she wants.
Yeah, it's like a fucking, like, cartoon. Like a Looney Tunes cartoon. Yeah. She just keeps marching forward off of, like, cliffs and stuff, and he's having to build her ramp.
Moving mountains out of her way, yeah.
Exactly, yes. Just so she can have a clear shot.
Okay, that's so cute!
I love them. I ship them already.
This
They're
man
so good.
has my whole heart.
I ship them from the start, to be honest.
Hardcore. Oh, yeah, no, I shipped them. As soon as we said Ben Wyatt, I was like, that's mine. That one's, I'm into it.
Yes.
Yeah, oh my god. I love it. It's so cute. Okay, names. What do we got? Wait, hold on. I have to figure out what my girl's name is, or what my girl looks like.
Yeah, I feel like I have to think about mine as well. For yours.
Yeah, like, so, okay, we got Skinny Beanpole Vampire Boy. Weirdly enough, I see him as wearing glasses.
Okay, I like that.
However, here's the thought process behind this.
Yes.
He wore glasses when he was a human. When he got turned into a vampire, he didn't need to wear glasses anymore, so he doesn't need glasses, but he is such a creature of habit that he just kept wearing his glasses. So now they don't even, he made sure, like, he then took the prescription lenses out and replaced them with normal lenses, right? With, like, non-prescription, just clear frames, or clear glasses. But he still wears them just because he was so used to wearing them before.
Yeah, he's like, my face looks weird without them, I hate it.
Yeah, meanwhile, she's just like, take off the glasses, I want to see. Yeah.
Take off, why are you so afraid? Take off the glasses.
Take off the glasses, yeah. Oh man.
Take off the glasses.
First time she sees him without the glasses, she almost faints. She's into it.
She is.
So if we're going fantasy, I kind of want to make her. I feel like she would be some kind of like elf or like halfling type person.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm all down for. I like the height difference thing. You know, if he's like tall, skinny vampire, she's just like short, cute, sporty, ready to go kind of deal.
I do. That's very cute. I do like the height difference.
We got the grumpy sunshine. We gotta have the big, tall, and now
lot of
the tall, gentle.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Duality. Opposites
duality.
attract.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
The duality of it all.
We got grumpy and sunshine, and now we got like tall and gentle with the short and fiery kind of thing. Oh, she also absolutely is not afraid to fight someone. Like if she sees someone getting mistreated, or like, you know, if she sees like maybe like a customer is like mistreating another like carny or something like that, she's not afraid to walk up and be like, get out, go away.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
She has no problem like messing someone up, even though she's like this tall. You know what I mean?
I like that. Yes, very, very good.
So I would say she's probably not as short as, say, like my D&D character.
Yeah, not 3 feet tall.
I love that she's. So for those who need to know now, my D&D character is a half gnome tiefling. So she's 2.5 feet tall, but with her horns, she's 3 feet tall.
Yeah,
which is
the horns.
So cute. The horns add 6 inches. So I love her. Yeah, so I would say maybe but she's short. She's like maybe like my height, or a little bit shorter than I am. So like I'm 5'2". I'd say maybe she's like 5 foot.
Okay. So slightly shorter than me as well.
Yeah. She's like just under like you and me. So she's 5 feet, and I would say she's probably. So because of that, I would say I'm hesitant to call her an elf, but I would say what if she's like I would say she probably is elf, but she's like, something happened to make her that short. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes stuff happens. Sometimes you got shorter elves.
Yeah.
Those exist too.
Yeah. And I think her father is absolutely big, tall, like, elf. You know what I mean? Tall, like, regal elf, and he uses that to his, like, ringleader bravado kind of advantage.
Right, like 6.5 feet tall, just absolutely towering over everyone.
Yeah. And he's jacked for, like, no reason. He's yeah.
Like I'm picturing like an Armstrong type character from like Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Just like muscles.
Yeah, he absolutely, and he, like, that's another reason why your guy is just terrified of. Another reason why your character is just absolutely terrified of trying anything with my girl, because he's like, look at your father, like.
Literally, anytime he goes into a meeting with the ringleader, he's like cleaning a weapon of some kind. It changes all the time.
Oh, it's always a different weapon. Oh, but the father loves him. The father thinks he is like, that's why he's the right-hand man. He trusts him implicitly. Like, he is like, you are the only person I trust. I like you. Like, he is the only one who knows the severity of, like, his debt. And, like, he is the one who's like, yeah, he absolutely, like, he loves this guy so much. And so, in complete truth, if he found out that he was dating his daughter, he'd be cool with it. He'd be like, good, I'm glad that she found someone who's not a, complete douchebag or something, you know?
Yes. I like to imagine that there's always the constant misunderstanding of like the energy of don't touch my daughter or you die, but like externally it's the exact opposite. He's like, I would be thrilled if you and my daughter ended up together.
Yeah,
but it's like, just every single time coincidentally something happens to make my character feel like he would be like knocking on death's door.
Murdered. Yeah. Oh, now imagine like when he does it, when they do like get together and the dad finds out about it, he's like, wonderful! Like, he, like, looks like he's going to murder, and you can hear the, like, dramatic background noise, like, building up, and then there's a commercial break, and then they go back, and he's still looking very thing, and is just like, congratulations! Like, loves it.
It's like, this is the best thing I've heard all week. Finally, I've been waiting.
Yeah. No, like, even he's the one who's, like, he's running a secret betting pool with all of the other employees.
Yes.
For, like, when...
Just like whoever wins gets
together.
that bonus.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
Whoever wins gets that bonus.
He runs betting pools with everybody's bonuses.
Plot twist, almost everybody is trying to get them together. Of course, except the trapeze artist.
Oh, the trapeze artist hates it. Yeah. She's not into it. She's not into the... I feel like there might be, like, one or two. Like, I kind of want to make another one. Also not want them to get together, and I feel like it would be like one of those things where like the show, tries to make it look like a love rectangle, when in reality it's like it's these two from the jump, it's these two from the beginning. These two want to put, separate them and make them go apart. These two have their own like B plot love story, right? They're trying to break these two apart, when in reality their hijinks in doing that are bringing them closer together, Yeah,
it's like they both bond over this mutual thing, like, hey, I like the performer, hey, I like the stage manager, how about we try our best to be like each other's wingman, but in the process they're like, oh wait, but I really like you
I'm kind of into this, and so they kind of start realizing like, oh, it goes from like mutual interest to friends to lovers. It's that. Yeah.
They're the troublemakers of the show. They cause like 90% of episodic conflict.
Yeah. Anytime
they try to wreck shit.
Anytime something goes wrong with her act, it's always like, oh no, there was an accident with some of her equipment or whatever. And meanwhile, the girls these other two are like thinking like, oh cool, it's gonna finally happen. But then like last minute, my girl like saves it, and it makes it even more impressive, and everybody loves it.
And the entire time, stage manager is dying.
Terrified. Yeah.
Doing everything in his power to make things better.
There would be a season finale where she does actually get hurt and he starts crying.
Oh, I love me a good hospital scene.
Me?
I love me like a good mutual pining. There's somebody injured and the other has to take care of them. It's just a whole vibe.
100,000%. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I still don't know what my character looks like. So she's
I know,
short.
right? Yeah.
I would say she dyes her hair. She's probably like a natural like blonde or natural brunette, but she dyes it like this like bright like red, like fire engine red, and she like bleaches the ends to be like orange, you know? She always has it, I want to say she always has it in like a big like kind of high ponytail, not like Jeannie Ariana Grande style, but like just a high ponytail so it kind of like flies behind her and she can like whip it around with the flames to make it look like it's like part of the act. I think that'd be really cool. I'm imagining
her with like very big hair.
Yes.
Like not like super but still like very very flowy, got some good like, texture in it.
She pulls it back, but it's like a big just massive, like it looks like a fireball behind her because it's so like big and fluffy and textured behind her. Yeah. She's got kind of like what I got going on too, like the side bangs.
Yes, I like that. I like that. What are we thinking? Like, what are we thinking for attire? What's the vibe there?
I was just about to get to that. So I'm thinking like, you know, like showgirl dance costume where it's like almost like a leotard kind of thing, but like with a really short like skirt. She's got like one of those going on, but it's like strips of fabric that also look like fire, but she's also got like strips of like black in there as well to make it look kind of smoky, so that when it's got this like kind of like iridescence to it, not necessarily beads or sequins, but it's like just an iridescence to the fabric, so that when she like spins and it all like goes up, there's like color shifts and all this crazy stuff too. Yeah.
I will let you know, my character absolutely loses their mind the first time they see your character with their hair down.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Because she has to put it down sometimes.
Oh, imagine some kind of, like formal. Like, there's some kind of, like, gala or formal that, her father gets invited to. So naturally she goes as well, and she's like, oh, can we have a +1? Can we bring a date? Can we bring a +1? And she asks your guy to like come with her, and he doesn't. The dad acts completely oblivious and just says, "Oh, that's perfect, because I think some of these like mob guys are probably going to be there, so we should have like the one guy that I trust more than anyone to come with us." So he's like, "Yes, absolutely, this is a great idea because we need, you know, the extra hands kind of thing." Yeah. I love it.
Unintentional bodyguard as well.
Yeah. Because he's the safety guy, he becomes specifically her bodyguard.
Yes. Yeah. I kind of like this, almost like this narrative where, because my character is a vampire, he's like super strong, of course, so he's like, naturally I need somebody to be there who can handle these tough things when I'm gone in the event of emergency.
This thin. Like, he is
who is like
stick thin. She looks like she could beat up somebody. She's more toned and muscular because she does all sorts of dance and, like, physical activity. So she looks like she could kick someone's ass.
Steel.
Yeah, oh, the legs on her. She's this tall, but the legs on her. See, like, I'm one of those people who I'm short, but I got those legs for, like, days because my torso's really short. So I love wearing, like, short shorts and short dresses. So she's that same way because she loves to show them off. Because she's just got, like, the most perfect, like, dance figure. He can't handle it.
No, he cannot.
Oh, she wears, so to this, like, formal thing, you know that scene, I know you know the one I'm talking about, the double take, where he, like, looks and sees her at the top of a stair. Yeah, he turns and sees her at the top of the stairs coming down. She's got her hair down. She got her hair down and pulled to, like, one side so it, like, cascades over one shoulder. And it's curled, so it's got that, like, kind of, like Jessica Rabbit, kind of like soft
Yes.
ways to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He would not be able to handle it.
No, no. And also, since I did have a line of thought before we got unceremoniously cut off,
Yeah.
of since this is still like a sitcom, you know,
Oh yeah.
it has to have a prom vibe.
Oh.
It has to be like a prom parody.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. There has to be it's a prom parody, even though they are fully grown adults who work at a carnival.
Correct. Yeah. But it's a sitcom, so it's got to be in there somewhere. You can just shoot it. It's fine.
Like a post carnival promenade, you know, something like they're about to pack up and go to the next one, but they have like a big formal like dance party in the big top at the end of the show, kind of thing.
Yes.
Fun.
Yes, absolutely. I'd love that.
Cool. Okay. Well, let's So okay, names. What do we got for names?
Names is a hard one.
Names is hard.
Cause listen, I
always trust a good name generator on Google.
A good name generator, yes. Listen, so for me, names are hard. Names are very hard for me.
Okay.
Because it's gotta have that certain vibe that fits, you know.
Yeah. So here's what I do. So something that I do when I try and choose a name for a character is if it's like a side character, like an NPC type thing, or if I'm doing like characters like, you know, trying to look up names for like places or like, you know, built like shops or bars or whatever, because I you know, I'll always use like fantasynamesgenerator.com. That's like one of my faves. Or I'll go with like I'll just use like name generators online. But for characters like that are like my mains, I will absolutely try and look up like names that mean a certain thing. So like names that like for my character, right now what I'm looking up is girl names that mean fire, or girl names that mean maybe like spotlight or performer or something like that, actually for something that you would know, for so Haylin is my D&D character. When I named her, you know, you could think I like a lot of like classic rock, so you would think like Van Halen, but actually I named her that because I was looking up names that mean different.
Oh, okay.
So naturally, all of the ones when they, you know, put the description in the online, it's gonna say like, oh, they mean unique, like this word means unique or whatever. But no, I mean. Yeah, the way I did it is because Haylin, her name is chosen. She chose her name because she ran away. So her, she chose the name Haylin because in some language in that world, it means different. And because she was, you know, left home because she was different from her family, that's how she chose the name.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I love looking up names that mean a certain thing, or I look up like the origins and the meaning of names, or like where they're from. So like if I know my character is Irish, if I have like a Celtic based character, I will look up Irish names or Irish, you know, or Celtic names, something like that. If I have a character that's Italian or that is from a certain place, I will look up names from that certain place. Or from, like if it's a fantasy world, I'll look up names that come from a place equivalent of wherever, you know, the character is in the fantasy world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna tell you what I just looked up to try and determine my character's name. I looked up names that mean servants.
See, I was gonna go in a different direction for you, though. For your guy.
Okay, what? Yeah.
I would choose names that mean protector.
Ooh, okay.
You know? Because it's less, his whole thing is less about service, and it's far more about safety. It is about protecting everybody, but specifically her.
True.
Yeah.
My line of thought, I will also look that up. I think I do have one good name candidate though. I'll save it.
Okay.
But my line of thought was that this is a man who's kind of the butt of the joke almost. I feel like this is a very comedic relief character in the sense of things.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like running around fixing everyone's problems.
Yeah. I completely agree with that,
like
but I feel like it would make it even more, I feel like because of that, it would make it even more like, not subtle, that's not the word I'm looking for, but it would make it a little bit more interesting when even he misunderstands the real nature of his character, and he even misunderstands the real, like, purpose that and role that his character plays, because everybody just says he's a stick in the mud, he just does whatever the boss is, like, everybody misunderstands exactly what he is, and even the boss does, and even he does himself.
Yeah, exactly.
And not even the boss.
Very misunderstood character.
Yeah, and I feel like the boss is the one character who truly sees what his role is and who he is. He's the ringleader is the only one who truly sees that man is a protector. That man keeps my daughter safe, that man keeps my crew safe, my performers, everybody, like, he is a protector. He is not just a guy who does what I tell him to.
Sorry, I have to share this little tidbit.
Hit me with it.
One name that means defender or warrior is Randall. So be thankful I'm not picking that one.
Yes! His name has to be Randall! Randall!
See, I was gonna go with something sophisticated like Gilbert, but you know what? Yeah, let's go with fucking Randall.
His name is fucking Randall.
His name is Randall. It's the most normal goddamn name you've ever heard in your life, and this is a vampire.
Yeah.
And I want this to be known that the most normal part about this man is that he's a vampire, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love it. Okay, so my girl, I'm kind of leaning on the name either Stella or Estella.
I like both, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they're both pretty, because I was trying to look up names that meant fire, but then I found one that meant star, and I was like, nope, I'm going to have I'm going to have her character name mean star. And the thing is, I think her name is Stella.
Stella and
Randall.
Randall.
You gotta say it just like that, like emphasis on the R in the beginning. Randall.
Really.
But her name is Stella, and I think specifically because I think her father named her because he was like, oh, she's gonna be a star. Mm-hmm. He knew from the jump that she was gonna be a star, so he was going to basically name her Star. So that's why her name is Stella.
I love that. Yeah. I love this so much. I would kill for Randall and Stella.
Honestly, me too. I love them so much. Cool. So, okay, now that we should probably be wrapping up soon, because we've been at this the goal is to have these episodes only be like an hour.
Okay, excellent. We're probably reaching that. We've reached that mark.
Yeah, I believe we've gone far past that mark. So, if we go out over an hour, who cares? But, so let's go ahead and talk like setting. We've already done a lot of like set building and setting in this world a lot. But it's mostly based on the people. So I want to talk about, like, the carnival itself.
Okay.
It is a traveling carnival. We've established that part, right? They kind of like to bounce from, like, city to city, place to place to get, what about... So, how much of the carnival itself is magic? Like, do they have... Is it one of those, like, it's just a magical world, but it's still a regular carnival, like, people are just, it's, the only fantasy part about it is just that the characters are creatures, or is it gonna be more like, oh, the prizes are, like, magical artifacts, or they have, certain rides that are actually, like, enchanted and alive and can do things, or, like, what's the level of fantasy and weirdness that we're gonna put in this one?
So my first thought, I really like that you grabbed my attention with the magical artifacts bit.
Mm-hmm.
Considering that this carnival has been in some hot water, what if the prizes for a lot of the carnival games they have are simply defected magical items that he wants to get rid of?
Interesting.
And can maybe just be like, you get this cool magical item if you beat this impossible game, but in order to beat it, it's like you have to pay so much money in order to get this prize. And then when you finally get the prize, they're like, you get this cool wand, congratulations, it just has a bouquet of flowers. And everybody feels really duped. They're like, dude, I spent $500 on this, what do you mean?
Yeah. I spent...
They're like, I dropped one t-ball game.
I think there's one game, though, where, like, there's no person or, like, carny that mans the game, but all of the prizes, it's like this giant wall of, like, stuffed animals, and everyone's like, oh, the game must be, you know exactly where I'm going with this, oh, the game must be closed because there's no carny sitting here manning it, but then as you walk past, all the stuffed animals start being like, hey, come play our game, come win us, come take us home, and it's these, like, semi-sentient, and, like, these semi-sentient, like, this race of teddy bears that, like, actually genuinely are, like, kind of like brownies where they just want to go home and, like, they can, like, help, you know?
Yeah.
But it's this giant clan of brownies that have taken over teddy bears.
I love that. See, I'm kind of low-key seeing this carnival as almost like a safe haven for people who don't really belong in society, you know, kind of like a found family trope almost.
Yeah.
And so I just like the thought of these annoying-ass brownie bears trying to get people to pick them up and take them home, and they're so creepy that nobody will do it.
No one plays the game because everyone's like, what the fuck is that?
Nobody plays it. They're just like, please.
They're just like, come on, come take us home. Please.
Adorable. So I love haunted carnival games with terrible artifacts being given out.
They all sound like that. I want you to imagine like 50 voices all at the same time sounding like, please play our game.
Please play with us.
I hate that.
I beg of you, sir, I've been stuck here for 100 years.
Oh, this carnival has absolutely been like, this carnival is definitely like a family owned, like, her father owned it before, you know, her father is the ringleader, his father before him was the leader, and, like, passed it down. It's been, like, a generational thing. Yeah. I feel like this carnival is, like, semi-famous, but infamous at the same time.
Do you think the carnival as a whole is almost, like, semi-sentient? Do you think the carnival in itself is, like, a curse passed down from generation to generation?
I wouldn't
and they have to keep this thing.
I wouldn't call it a curse. I would say there is a legend about generations before where it was a curse, but the family has taken it and nurtured it and turned it into something that is very good. And then, so now it's not necessarily a curse. It's more of just like a cool, happy. Now it's like something that the family of owners embrace and they love. Okay. But the legend is that the origins of it was supposed to be a curse, but it's not anymore. Gotcha. And like it is a generally successful, you know, business. It is a generally successful carnival. People love it. It's just this particular owner, her dad, just decided to get himself into hot water, which means he needs to use the carnival to get himself out.
Just a very irresponsible person.
Yeah, he's just kind of an idiot. Like, he's a Michael Scott boss.
Yes, excellent.
We need a Michael Scott. He is a Michael Scott boss.
We need a Michael Scott, yeah. Just an absolute fucking moron.
I was gonna say, he is a Michael Scott, but with, like, with Ron Swanson's strength. Does that make
Beautiful.
sense? Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get you.
I love the idea of jacked for no reason.
Jacked dude.
Yeah, I love this.
Is there anything else you would like to add to our carnival?
You know what? I feel like we have a lot of cool stuff to go off of, and honestly, I would love to see what the listeners come up with to add to it. Like, Yeah. So I would say let's go ahead and wrap it up here.
Okay, wait, I have one question.
Yeah.
We never named the carnival.
We did not name the carnival. Oh,
We never named the carnival.
What would we name the carnival? What would it be? We're gonna go on over to our favorite generators.
Favorite generators.
We love them.
We love those generators.
We really do. Listen, this whole thing started with a generator. We're gonna keep them going. We love them.
We're gonna finish it with the generator.
Okay, so I'm just gonna type in carnival name generator and see what happens. Because what I like to do is I'll take the ones that are like generated. I'll take the random ones that they give us, and then I'll just like kind of mix them and see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You make like an amalgamation name.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. I got one. Carnival Curiosity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Carnival Curiosity.
Yeah. Or Carnival.
You think it's more like a...
I would say either Carnival Curiosity or Carnival of Curiosity. Like Mr. whatever his last name is, Mr. So-and-so's Carnival of Curiosity.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Oh, what about... I did have one more thing.
What do you got?
What about the Circus of Illumination?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Where we serve you enlightening performances.
With a giant poster of Stella on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
We enlighten you.
There's neon lights, everything, yeah.
Oh, okay, aesthetically, let's talk about the aesthetic of the carnival. I'm thinking less old school fantasy, like, circus type vibes, and I'm thinking more, like a neon, like all of that, like old school fantasy style, but add more like a neon vibe to it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Wait. I think you're like immediately popped up like the Boogeyman Flare from Nightmare Before Christmas.
I was thinking between like where cyberpunk meets steampunk.
Ooh,
that's kind of a vibe I was looking at. I love the idea of it being like a Nightmare Before Christmas kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. I love that amalgamation, just like a bunch of neon colors that really pop.
Yeah.
You know, just something really fun and zany, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. And I feel like hair is really. I love the idea of that means that Randall is the one monochrome, like non-lit up dude. Like he's like even the rest of the behind the scene of the stagehands and staff have to have some level of like neon and like bravado to them to like keep the energy and the vibe up, right? Randall's the only one in all black.
Yes, Randall, you don't even know where Randall is. Randall at one moment could be next to one person talking to them, disappear and reappear in another place, and they're like, "Oh, fuck, where'd you come from?" They're like, "What are you doing here?"
Someone literally
Randall shows up in places.
Someone literally calls him like a pop-up book from hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Randall is the pop-up book from hell.
I love it, and I love him for that.
Yes. Beautiful.
So, okay, yeah, well, I like do we want to do Cirque or do we want to do Carnival? Because there's a difference between the two. Do we want to do Circus or Carnival? So I would say Carnival.
You know, I feel like you're the more qualified one for this one.
Yeah.
I feel like you should decide.
So I would say Carnival probably, like, there is like circus acts, but it's not like the whole attraction. It's just, hey, sometimes we have these shows in the big top. For the most part, it's carnival games, it's rides, it's like a Ferris wheel, it's that kind of stuff. So I would say it's more Carnival. So Carnival Illumination.
I like that. Yes, Carnival Illumination.
All right.
Beautiful.
So,
well, thank you. That was lovely.
To wrap up, let's go ahead and summarize. So, within the traveling carnival of Carnival Illumination, our dear ringleader's daughter is absolutely the star of the show. Stella is the premier fire dancer that anyone could ever find. She loves to have more and more extravagant acts. And what nobody else sees is the poor, anxiety-ridden safety manager behind the scenes, constantly white-knuckling his clipboard, hoping that she's okay, because she consistently will go off script, or accidents will happen, and she has to save herself, and he is terrified the entire time. But what he doesn't realize is the reason he's terrified is because he's in love with her. And not just because he's doing his job.
And not just because he's doing his job, but because he's deeply enamored with this beautiful woman who he has to watch the torture of performing every night.
Every night. And what he is consistently plagued with is the fact that she actually reciprocates his feelings and is consistently trying to make any kind of advance, and not necessarily like a harassment type of advance, but mostly just she likes to open the door, seeing if he's ever gonna make a move, and and
Randall
boy
constantly peeks through and walks away.
Never does.
He's just like, I wish I could go in there. He walks away.
So, to conclude, if you guys want to see what these characters actually look like, Angel, I don't know if you know this, but I'll be sending you a character sheet for you to fill out so that our wonderful character artist will actually be able to post canon character designs on our Instagram when this episode launches, so you'll be able to see those. If you guys have, if anyone in the audience now has any ideas, if you want to come up with your own character, maybe your own Carney, maybe you want to make a character for the mob guys that are going after the ringleader, maybe you want to expand on who this trapeze artist and who this other person, this like little B-plot that we came up with, maybe you want to come up with them. Absolutely feel free to join our Discord. We have a community chat where you can come in and talk about the episode, freeform some ideas. If you guys want to like post or maybe come up with any kind of art or anything, I would love to see it. Just tag Not Quite Novelists on Instagram. I think we're on TikTok too, or just post it in our Discord. We have a chat for that as well, and I would love to absolutely see that. Angel, where can people find you on the interwebs?
To be quite honest, my some of my social medias are a little dead, but you can find me on both Instagram and Tumblr at Nitorious. That's KNIT_ORIOUS.
Excellent. I need to get back on Tumblr. I miss Tumblr.
I kind of vibing with Tumblr recently. It's real chill.
I've heard quite a few people are starting to vibe back on Tumblr, so I'm going to join that. If you guys want to follow us, you can go to @NotQuiteNovelist on Instagram. Obviously, join our Discord. The link will be in the bio on the Instagram channel or in the description if you guys are watching on YouTube. And then myself personally, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at the DIY Witch. Cool. Thank you so much for being the first guest. This was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun.
We will see everybody next week. All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.